Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Krashy, and today we're diving into this Japanese news post. Going to be talking about this one little section that is talking about two new held items that are coming to the game that I think are going to have a pretty interesting effect on the game and could potentially change a lot about the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. It says two new items will be implemented at the same time. Two new Moki items appear in Pokemon Unite at the same time. Their names are Curse Incense and Curse Bangle. Now, I do remember whenever this was kind of announced or leaked by El Chico Eevee a while ago. So we're actually going to take a look at that here in just a second to get some more specifics. But let's go ahead and read them, and then we're going to talk about them a little bit and why I think that it's going to have some pretty big implications to the game. So Curse Incense, a weapon that hinders the recovery of the opponent's Pokemon that has dealt special attack damage. It is recommended to give it to a Pokemon that has a wide range of attacks or can deal damage continuously. And then Curse Bangle, it hinders the recovery of the opponent's Pokemon that has dealt offensive damage. It is recommended to give it to a strong Pokemon that has a move that can deal damage in a wide range or that can KO opponents before it is healed. So let's go ahead and take a look at these old tweets from El Chico Eevee. You can see I was like searching for them, and we have beta data mine leak from November 9th, and it says Curse Bangle is attack, Curse Incense is special attack. So the actual bangle itself, or the incense, is going to be a special attack item. So it's confusing how this is worded because of the translation, but this is going to be a special attack item. And this is going to be an attack item. The bangle is going to be an attack item. The incense will be a special attack item. And then this right here has some information. It says Curse Incense and Bangle, so they have the same effect. The difference is like one of them is going to be attack and one's going to be special attack, and then it's minus 30%, minus 40%, and minus 50%. And if we look back at Rescue Hood, this is heal get rate, and Rescue Hood is heal provide rate at positive percentages. So this is anti-healing. Now, any MOBA players, particularly outside of Unite, might understand the importance of anti-healing, but anti-healing in MOBAs can be incredibly potent. It can be. We'll have to wait and see exactly how it feels, but I think that this could drastically change the meta and even become mainstays in a couple of builds for a couple meta characters with regards to how much healing there is in Pokemon Unite. Now, in other like games, supports, in other League of Legends like games, and other MOBAs, you have characters that are supports, and then you have what I like to think, Pokemon Unite models itself after a little bit as kind of Heroes of the Storm, where they don't just have supports, they have healers. We have really strong healers in Pokemon Unite, and I think that this is going to impact this game a lot because you do have those really big healers, and we have the potential to reduce heal get rate, which is to anti-heal someone by 50%. That's a lot at tier 3, which you just got to spend up your item enhancers to get this item to that point. And presumably this is going to be an item that is going to give you additional SP attack or attack depending on which one you're using for the type of Pokemon you're using. And so are you going to be doing less damage? Yes. Does everybody run this item? Probably not. You're probably going to use it on characters that have for SP attack good AoE moves. For the attack, maybe 80 carries that are continuously attacking, certain all-rounders that get in and can, attack, good AoE moves on some of the characters like, say, Zacian. I forget the move, Sacred Sword or whatever it is that can AoE and kind of anti-heal everybody. It's going to be really, really interesting to see what Pokemon can take the most advantage of this, but I do think that the implication of adding anti-healing to Pokemon Unite is going to change a lot. It's going to change the way that the game is played. It's going to change the fact that maybe there could be some cases in the future where running a healer is not the right play at all, and you might run double tank. It could change the fact that you might now see more healers running something like Rescue Hood to kind of offset the fact that their healing is going to potentially be reduced. It's hard to say exactly, but I want to read through it again and just kind of give some last minute thoughts on it. A weapon that hinders the recovery of the opponent's Pokemon that has dealt special attack. So if you're dealing special attack, the opponent you're hitting is going to receive less healing. That's essentially what it means. It is recommended to give it to a Pokemon that has a wide range of attacks or can deal damage continuously. Again, the incense is the SP attack move, which is pretty interesting to me. I thought it was the other way around, and this may not be 100% accurate. And then it says the bangle, it hinders the recovery. So same thing, it hinders the recovery of the opponent's Pokemon that has dealt offensive damage. So if you're doing normal attack damage to an opponent, you're going to hinder the healing they receive, the recovery they receive. It is recommended to give it to a strong Pokemon that has a move that can deal damage in a wide range or can KO the opponent before it is healed. So I mean, obviously I don't know why the translations are so different, but it's going to be very interesting as this is coming out in just about a week, and I'm very interested in to see how these items feel. Now, the big question is, how viable are they? Because anti-healing, depending on like the percentage of it, again, I know we can see the percentage of it, but it's just a number until we see how it feels, and these are obviously subject to change because they're leaks. It could be incredibly strong, but also the question is, what are the stats on the item? What are the actual stats on the item? Because you have to remember that when you're looking at an item like this, you're also losing an item. You're losing your Wide's glasses, or you're losing your rapid fire scarf, or your scope lens, or your energy amplifier, or your focus band. You might be losing your focus band. And honestly, with more and more specialized items coming out for damage, I think that characters, I don't know, I really don't know the meta right now, to be completely honest, in terms of held items, but I think characters might actually want to drop off things like Focus Band, like offensive characters, because it could potentially get anti-healed as well. I don't know if that counts. I don't know the programmed interaction, if that's exactly how it works, but I think, like I said, I just want to kind of portray my thoughts from a MOBA player's perspective that anti-heal has potentially very large implications. And I think that depending on the numbers on these items, depending on how it feels, the cooldown of these effects, like I don't know what the cooldown of anti-healing someone's going to be. It could be super long, and then they're not useful at all. But depending on how this feels, could absolutely change the way that Pokemon United's played forever. Could absolutely change competitive team comps potentially. Could absolutely change everything. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear it. As always, friends, drop a like on the video, subscribe for future Pokemon Unite content. Be sure to comment on one another, tell someone you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.